Greetings, guys and gals. Join me here at Success Over Stress, where the goal is to strengthen strategies that will defeat doubt, cure complacency, and strangle stress. I'm on the road to a healthier, happier, and stress-controlled life by taking control of my financial situation. With the right direction, so can you. All right. What's up, guys and gals? It's Eric. I'm here with Success Over Stress. Success over stress. Yeah, man, it's me. It's April 29th, and got a new podcast for you. We're going to keep it simple today. We're going to keep it very simple. I'm just going to talk to you about what I've had going on, why you haven't seen me, and what's new for Success Over Stress in 2022. So, we'll start by, why have I been missing? Now, I don't think I've talked to you in a while to really help you understand what's been going on. Now, last year, 2021, was the year of stocks. It was the year of stocks, I think, probably for everybody, anybody. A lot of people who were in tune with, I don't want to say finances, generally speaking, but there was a lot that happened last year with Robinhood, meme stocks, retail traders, that a lot of folks got involved with stocks and investments. And now maybe some people shouldn't have. Maybe some people really didn't have the money to get involved with stocks on that level, because really, when it comes to investing, you should only invest as much money as you're willing to lose. You hear what I'm saying? Only invest as much money as you're willing to lose. Now, you might think that I was willing to lose a lot of money because I lost a lot of money. We won't talk about those numbers. We're going to talk about those numbers on my Success podcast, where I've defeated day trading, right? I hadn't got there yet, so we're going to leave those numbers out of this. Let's not talk about those numbers today. No, we're not talking about those numbers. But what I will say is that I've kind of revisited the entire process. So I've backed it down completely. I'm not trading, as I would call it, trading big with a full size account where you can day trade limitlessly. Yeah, we'll go with limitlessly. So I'm not doing that anymore. It's, now when stocks are moving up, oh man, I had some great days. Whoa, had some great days. And then it's easy to forget that it's money. I mean, you see these dollar signs and you see clicks of the mouse, you see numbers, but you forget that it's money. I mean, maybe you don't, but man, that's stocks are crazy. And again, this podcast is about success. It's not about money. It's not about necessarily life in the broader sense. It's about success. It's about what makes you happy. It's about everything. But it's not just about money and holding on to money and accumulating money. Now, if that's what you consider to be what defines your success, then that's okay. And I was supposed to be doing a podcast on honesty, but I'll just kind of bring it into the mix right now and just say, guys, gals, be honest with yourself. If you want in life, then want. If you don't want, then that's okay too. If you strive to be a doctor, then pursue it, or figure out why it doesn't make sense for you. If you don't care about being a doctor, if you don't care about good grades or what defines success for other people, then then that's okay too. But that's your truth. You own that. Be honest with yourself, right? Don't get good grades because somebody else wants you to get good grades. You know, gosh, I mean, if you want to look at it now, I will say, if you don't know how to get to where you want to be, then I would say take advice from others. If I want to be a doctor, but I don't care about getting good grades, then you may say, hey, wait a minute, young fella. I am a doctor, and you kind of need good grades to become one. Well, then you probably need to listen to that gal or that guy. But if you want to hang pictures on walls, and you've got a great hammer, and you've got a good box of nails, then you might already be where you want to be, and that's okay too. So either way, just own where you are, who you are, and what you want out of life. And if you don't know what it is, then take some time to figure that out. Nothing worse than being on the road just because the car is running. Let me remind you, I love analogies. Nothing's worse than being on the road because the car is running. Just because the car runs doesn't mean that you have to get on the road and go down the path. It's okay sometimes to sit on the side of the road, and figure out what you need to do. Matter of fact, I did that today, right? I pulled off the side of the road. I think I made a text or did a Google search or something to figure out what my next step was going to be. Because I didn't want to get too far down the road and then have to either double back or something of this nature. And I didn't want to kill anybody in the process because I was too busy on my phone, and that was way more important than my and other folks' lives. So it's okay to pause for the cause. You hear what I'm saying? Pause for the cause. All right, but let's get back to what I had going on. All right, so other than stocks in 2021, like I said, I've done a lot to revamp what I'm doing there. And I'll just have a whole other podcast on that later, because that's a thing all of its own. And I don't know what I'm doing, but I've got some ideas. So we'll talk about that later. And once again, that's not trading advice. That's not financial advice. But it'll be fun. It'll be fun for me. Otherwise, tenants. All right, so I went a year or two or something without having any turnovers, or maybe one turnover, just kind of here and there. All right, and then at the end of 2021, I had a tenant turnover. That took me about 3 months or so, because I was working on it. I did some drywall, and I did a bunch of other things, and but the market had changed, so I was able to bring that rent rate up like $150 or something like that. I mean, I think that was okay. And then but I only had that tenant in there for maybe a year and a half, 2 years, something. All right, now fast forward to another property that became vacant because the guy couldn't pay rent, and we couldn't really work anything out, and he wanted to be gracious and bow out without doing too much damage. So I could respect that. I was trying to work with him, but I'm glad that he did what he did. And he was still supposed to pay that past due bill, and he got ghosted. So, and I think he's a pretty good guy. So I'm not gonna make heads or tails of it, but I will tell you this: if you do plan on collecting monies that are due from tenants, if you plan on collecting those monies, I'd say probably don't work something out on the side with them. I'd say probably just go ahead and take them to court so that it's on record, and then go after that money. But once again, it's not always about that. So he moved out. I did some work on that, got that one fixed up, and then rented it out. So that rent went up a little bit too. But I did a lot more stuff to it. I painted the outside. I spent some time with it. bunch of the houses that I got, I did as much work as I could to them in a reasonable amount of time, and then I went ahead and rented them out. But now coming around with another turnover, I want to do a little bit more to them and a little bit more to them. So just trying to make sure that they are up to standards for, what people want and where they want to live and that kind of thing. And then I had another tenant move out across the street from that one. So same thing. Fixed up, did some other stuff. I think it had like a washer dryer connection, but it needed to be reconnected or something. We did that. We, replaced a couple towels and did, painted throughout and repainted the floors and everything like that. So rent went up on that a little bit too. So, thank you. And now I have a young lady. She was on Section 8, and now she's moving out. And so she's supposed to be out effective 2 days from now, right? So the end of April, 1st of May. So now I'll have that house to get up to snuff so that I can re-rent it. And she usually did pretty good, so the house should be in pretty decent shape. Shouldn't need a whole lot. And honestly, guys, I don't want to do a lot on this turnover before I get it out to another tenant. So may not raise the rent on it a lot and just keep the turnover basic on this one. But hey man, it's your business. Run it how you want to. But just strike a balance between yourself and the tenants. Don't run your business how you want to. But I think you'd be better served, like I said, striking a balance. If there's not a balance, then, push or pull, somebody's going to win. Somebody's going to get drugged, right? I'd rather have somewhat of a balance where everybody's happy. Make sure that you have your documents in check. Make sure that your leases read how you want them to read. If you have some ideas or you think of some things along the way and they should be on tenants' leases, then you can either do addendums and have them sign the addendums, or make yourself a note. And so for your new leases, make sure that it includes those clauses and or an addendum that reflects everything. Okay, so be sure you keep it legit. All right. What else? I did had a tenant get assistance through the county. It took a long time. I think they started the process back in like September, October. Finally got a letter from the county in February saying that they would approve the rent, the assistance. And then I think they cut the check, not too long thereafter. But gosh, man, 4 months. I mean, I know the process is backed up and everything, but so what do? I mean, you try to be patient. You try to be gracious and allow the process to work itself out so that somebody who needs assistance in more ways than one can receive it. And it worked out. And I've got another tenant that maybe it kind of didn't work out, but we're trying to figure that out. But I think it's coming through for them too. And then I've got one more tenant that unfortunately, man, great guy. He's been doing well. He's paid earlier. He's paid on time. He's paid 3 months ahead. He's paid on time, but he's never been behind. And now he's like 3 months behind. And had to put in that letter that go to the courthouse. So I do hope that he gets back on track before the date. But once again, if you want to run it like a business, run it like a business. If you want it to be anything else, run it like that. And I'm trying to make sure that we do have a delineation between what's business and what's pleasure, what's family, what's just all love, what are you giving away? I give some stuff away, but 3 months and now without communication, and now kind of taking my kindness for weakness. I hope that's not the case. Like I said, good guy. But that's about all I have for you today. So maybe next time I'll come with some more information. We'll do something special about success, and or we'll talk about stocks. But I gotta get on here more frequently, man. It's been way too long. But just trying to find a balance between 40-hour job, family, which is mother, brother, wife, daughter, rental properties, and I'm pretty sure I never told you guys, but I've got several rental properties, so I know a little bit what I'm talking about. And then what else do we have? What else? Okay, I'm working on stocks every day. I'm working on stocks, and is that it? I think that's it. But just trying to keep the balance. So I'm gonna get off here and go do something with the fam. And I hope you guys have a great day. And yeah, we'll talk to you later, man. All right, this is Eric. I'm out. Peace.